Wow, man, I just got some really devastating news. A friend of mine messaged me, man, told me that John Singleton suffered a stroke, man. He's in the ICU. Um, I'm reading from an ABC News article. Put a link to it in the description box. John Singleton, legendary director and screenwriter, suffers a stroke and is in the ICU. Uh, Academy Award nominated director John Singleton suffered a stroke and has been hospitalized since Wednesday. His family confirmed on Saturday in a statement. Singleton, who is 51, remains in an undisclosed hospital's intensive care unit and is, quote, under great medical care, unquote, according to the family statement. We ask that privacy be given to him and our family at this time and appreciate all of the prayers that have been pouring in from his fans, friends, and colleagues. Uh, Singleton's directorial debut of Boyz in the Hood earned him two Oscar nominations and made him the first African American to earn the nod for Best Director. Other films Singleton have directed are Higher Learning, Rosewood, and Poetic Justice. His over three-decade career crossed over into television and music videos, hence the outpouring of well wishes from celebrities like Snoop Dogg to Guillermo del Toro. Um, See different celebrities wishing him well. Brian Koppelman, Neil Long, Snoop Dogg, Guillermo del Toro. Um, it's shocking to me, man, because when I see his age and shit, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's only 51. You forget how young he was when he directed Boyz in the Hood. It was, what, 1991? So that was 28 years ago. So John Singleton was just, what, 23 years old? That's amazing, man. 23 years old? I didn't know he was I knew he was young, but I'm shocked that he is only 51 and to have a stroke at that age. It reminds me of Luke Perry. Luke Perry was 52 when he had a stroke earlier this year and unfortunately passed away. But it also goes to show you how we're all getting older. We're not children anymore, man. We're not kids. And time is precious. I hope he's able to recover from this. You know what I'm saying? That's just a very young age to have a stroke, man. It's shocking. It kind of reminds me also when Nate Dogg had a stroke, and I think Nate Dogg was only 40. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, Nate Dogg ultimately passed away from the effects of that stroke. So, stroke is nothing to play with, man. I think it's the second. I think it's the second biggest killer or third biggest killer in our country. I think it's the second biggest behind heart disease, and I think a third of all stroke victims succumb to the effects of the stroke. And there's been many people over, uh, over the years that have passed away from strokes. One person that pops in my mind is what's his name, man? He was a great actor, man, and he unfortunately passed away. You know, as his career was really, he was in a real good spot in his career. Um, oh man, what was his name? He played Gomez in the Addams Family movies. Raul Julia. You know what I'm saying? I remember his last movie. I think it was or one of his last movies was Street Fighter, and you could see that he was smaller in that movie. I think he was also suffering from stomach cancer, so he wasn't well at all at the time. But anyway, I'm going away from the point of this video, man. I just hope that John Singleton recovers and tell what you guys think about this, man. It's real devastating news.